Boxing King Media in association with Boxraw. Here with Dillian Whyte. Dillian, we're here in York Hall. Fraser Clark, Marius Wack. I assume you're here just to have a nice, pleasant evening of boxing, eh?
Yeah. We watched Isaac and we're just having a look at a few fights, you know what I mean? So, and it's a good, nice day, sunny and whatever, so we're just chilling, you know what I mean?
Fair few people here. Derek Chisora, Anthony Yard, O'Hara Davies, so there's a few Londoners popped out. Firstly, how are you? How's life?
Yes, I'm not bad, man. All good, man, you know?
Let's talk about boxing. First of all, let's talk about yourself. How's the promotional game going?
It's going well. We had a show on Saturday night. Very good. Some good fights. You know, our guy Alfie Clay got a standout highlight knockout. So, you know, it was pretty good. And he moves on to bigger and better stuff. And then we had some good, solid fights on the card. So, you know, pretty happy with that. And then now we just announced a new fight show today, July the 29th. So we're just here, continue to build and grow. You know what I mean?
Alfie Clay is someone that you guys have been pushing. You know, he is making them highlight reels. How long is it before you start putting him into title fights on platforms like this, possibly?
You know, slowly. I think in the next few fights, this is something we potentially look at. But I think his next fight might be for a title. We're gonna sit down and have a chat and see what he thinks. And we're looking at stuff. I have been in conversations with a few sanctioning bodies. So yeah, let's see. Hopefully, we'll have a look, man. That should be round the corner. We just got to get the right opponent and then look for the right belt and see what's there. So it's good times ahead, you know, for all the boys at the black box there. We've got a good few kids that are 7-0, 8-0, so they're building and progressing. So this is the time where now they start to spread their wings and look for certain titles. We're not going to go the traditional route and maybe say Southern and English. We might just take our own routes, maybe do Commonwealth if they're available, and some other internationals if they're available as well, because we don't want to be sitting down waiting for people. We want to make our own route, build them to where we want them to be, and make the fights what we want to make. You know what I mean? That's how business is done. You know what I mean? We don't kind of get involved in all the little business around the side. We'll make the big business where we are and slowly progress and build those guys, and then hopefully, you know, I had some good conversations there today. But sometimes conversations is, you know, conversations, so sometimes they don't amount to anything, but it's always good to have those conversations so you keep things fresh in these people's minds. So let's see what turns up. But at the minute, we're going to march on and do our own things, and hopefully we might have a few title fights on July the 29th if we're lucky.
Talking about July the 29th, it's actually a big day for boxing that night. We've got Terence Crawford.
I wish I was going to be there, man. God damn.
Talk to me about that one, man. A lot of people are excited about this, rightfully. What do you make of it?
Yeah, a hell of a fight, man, for boxing purists and boxing fans. Great fight. You know, I've been a fan of both guys, but I've been a fan of Spence. You know, when I found out he was heritage Jamaican descendant and so on, spoke to him at length in Vegas, and then he's obviously his coach, Derek James, good friend. You know what I mean? Through boxing, and I've been to a few of his fights around the globe. You know. And even Crawford, nice guy. You know, spent a bit of time with him, been in his gym, and we fought in Nebraska on their show against Ndongo. So I mean, great fight. I like both boys. You know, who do I see winning? It's a tough one. But then obviously, you know, that Crawford's been doing his thing for a long time. I mean, and then you got Spence, who's very big for the weight. You know what I mean? But you know, I just hope both guys get paid handsomely, and you know, make the best man win. That's what I'd say.
Do you want to move away and talk about the heavyweights? A lot of talk about obviously Dillian Whyte and Anthony Joshua. Also, talks coming out now that Eddie Hearn saying maybe we've sent an offer to Dillian. He has accepted. Maybe he's pricing himself out. Have you spoken to Dillian about this fight? If so, what's the situation?
But yeah, I don't know. Look, you can't prize yourself out. You know what I mean? If the offer isn't the correct offer, you don't prize yourself out. You must, you know, put the offer in that's correct to the guys, or maybe they think this is what Dillian's worth. But you know what kind of baffles me? When they give Dillian these low ball offers, but then to people like Miller, they go and offer 8 or 9 million off the bat. You know, those guys that are not pay-per-view stars, that don't bring fans, that don't bring pay-per-view numbers. So when you look at the table, it's a bit condescending and disrespectful when you look at that. But hey, I don't know what the reason is for that. That's down to them and them. But just looking, when I look at that, I think, well, you offer these guys this, but they don't bring the same, you know, power, the magnitude, the drawing power to the table. But look, this is Dillian's guys, man. These are guys he works with over the years, and they've got the relationship. I don't know, you know, what the ins and outs of that is at the minute, but you know, he is waiting. Like he said, you know, like with these kind of things, they're drawn out, long, tedious situations. and what's that?
The fight started.
Oh yeah. And they do take time, and obviously they haven't really heard anything at this junction, so it is a shame because these big fights take time. So, you know. But let's see, hopefully we will hear something soon if the fight gets made. If it doesn't, we just hope to see Dillian back shortly.
Eddie's saying there's 2 other possible opponents if that doesn't get made, and if the Wilder fight gets made beforehand, then AJ's next opponent might not even be that much of a difference.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you reckon that's just a negotiating tactic, or
Possibly. Maybe trying to force his hand, but that's business. Chess, not checkers. You know what I'm saying? So you call people's bluff. So it's just down to them how the tables and the contracts negotiated. But you know what? This is not Dillian and his team's first rodeo. They drive a hard bargain, those boys. They don't mess around. So look, they're not fucking around. They're trying to get their just deserves. So credit to them. And you want to get your part of the pie correctly. So I feel like, you know, whatever great offer that, if it is a golf offer, they would accept it. Even Dillian said at times, though, regardless what the offer is, fuck it, he will just go for it anyway because he wants to fight. But look, when it comes down to it, you want to get paid. Everyone wants money. It comes down to the dollars. You heard?
before I let you go, I know you want to watch this fight. Tyson Fury still not found an opponent. Again, a lot of people are saying, listen, he's asked for a lot of money.
Big up Tyson Fury, man. He just says, be a bag of madness and be a bag of shit, but hell of a fighter. Not listening to nothing. He says until he's in the fucking ring fighting someone, go and fuck off.
It's always a pleasure talking to you. Thank you so much, man.